The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our thoughts, emotions, and overall well-being. Some people bring joy, encouragement, and positivity into our lives, while others drain our energy, cloud our judgment, and leave us feeling emotionally exhausted. These energy drainers, also known as toxic individuals, are the ones who sap our motivation, lower our confidence, and make it difficult for us to focus on our goals. They come in various forms: constant complainers, relentless critics, chronic pessimists, and individuals who seem to feed off negativity. If we allow these people to remain in our lives, their negative influence can stunt our growth, hinder our happiness, and prevent us from reaching our full potential. Energy drainers are easy to recognize because of their tendency to bring a heavy, unshakable presence into any conversation or interaction. They have an innate ability to turn any situation into a problem, magnifying the negative aspects while ignoring the potential for positive outcomes. They complain about everything: work, family, relationships, society, without ever looking for solutions. Their words and actions often revolve around blame, victimhood, or cynicism. When you engage with them, you may find yourself feeling increasingly anxious, frustrated, or even drained, as if they have absorbed all your positive energy and left you with nothing in return. One of the most dangerous aspects of energy drainers is their ability to manipulate the emotions of those around them. They are experts at shifting their negativity onto others, making you feel guilty for your successes or responsible for their problems. They might disguise their complaints as harmless venting or constructive criticism. They make you question your own choices, abilities, and even your worth. Instead of feeling uplifted after spending time with them, you walk away feeling emotionally exhausted and mentally burdened. People who constantly drain your energy often operate from a place of deep insecurity, resentment, or unresolved emotional issues. They project their internal struggles onto others because it allows them to feel validated in their negativity. If they are unhappy, they expect you to be unhappy as well. If they are struggling, they resent the idea of you thriving. Their outlook on life is often shaped by their own failures and disappointments, and instead of working to overcome these challenges, they choose to dwell in negativity. The presence of energy drainers in your life can have significant consequences, both mentally and physically. Exposure to constant negativity can increase stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. It can drain your motivation, making it harder for you to focus on your goals or take meaningful steps towards self-improvement. Over time, prolonged exposure to toxic people can lead to emotional burnout, leaving you feeling exhausted, uninspired, and detached from your ambitions. Protecting yourself from energy drainers requires a combination of awareness, self-discipline, and boundary setting. The first step is recognizing who these people are and how they affect you. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with certain individuals. Do you feel encouraged and motivated, or do you feel drained and discouraged? Do you feel lighter, or do you feel burdened by their presence? If someone consistently leaves you feeling depleted, it is a clear sign that their energy is negatively affecting you. Once you have identified the energy drainers in your life, the next step is to establish boundaries. You are not obligated to absorb someone else's negativity or carry their burdens. If someone constantly complains without seeking solutions, it is okay to limit your interactions with them. If someone's criticism is bringing you down rather than helping you grow, you have the right to distance yourself. Protecting your mental and emotional well-being should always be a priority. Setting boundaries does not mean you have to be unkind or dismissive. It simply means recognizing your own limits and making choices that preserve your peace of mind. You can be supportive without allowing someone else's negativity to consume you. If a person is unwilling to change their negative mindset or refuses to acknowledge how their behavior affects others, then it may be necessary to reduce their role in your life altogether. Sometimes, the people who drain our energy the most are those closest to us: family members, longtime friends, or coworkers. This makes it even more challenging to distance ourselves from their negativity. In these cases, it is important to establish clear emotional boundaries. You can choose to engage with them on a limited basis, redirect negative conversations toward more positive topics, or simply refuse to participate in their cycle of complaining. If a coworker constantly brings negativity into the workplace, Keep interactions professional and avoid getting drawn into their toxic discussions. If a family member is always critical or pessimistic, recognize that their mindset is a reflection of their own struggles, not a reflection of your worth. Another important aspect of eliminating energy drainers is surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. When you fill your life with individuals who radiate positivity, ambition, and encouragement, it becomes much easier to recognize and remove toxic influences. Positive people push you toward growth, celebrate your achievements, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. They remind you of your strengths, help you see the possibilities ahead, and make you feel energized rather than depleted. It is also crucial to take responsibility for your own energy and mindset. Sometimes we unknowingly contribute to negativity by engaging in gossip, complaining about trivial matters, or allowing ourselves to be influenced by pessimistic perspectives. Being mindful of our own attitudes and behaviors can help us attract more positivity into our lives. Instead of focusing on problems, look for solutions. Instead of dwelling on failures, focus on lessons learned. When you maintain a positive and proactive mindset, energy drainers will find it more difficult to influence you. Eliminating energy drainers does not mean shutting out every person who experiences struggles or hardships. We all go through difficult times, and part of being a good friend, family member, or colleague is offering support when needed. However, there is a difference between providing support and allowing yourself to be consumed by someone else's negativity. You can be there for others without sacrificing your own well-being. In some cases, energy drainers may not even realize the impact of their negativity. If you value a relationship and believe it is worth saving, consider having an honest conversation with the person about how their behavior affects you. Sometimes people are unaware of how their words and actions come across. A gentle but direct approach may encourage them to reflect on their attitude and make positive changes. However, if they are unwilling to acknowledge their impact, or continue to drain your energy despite your efforts, it is in your best interest to distance yourself. At the end of the day, your time, energy, and emotional well-being are precious. You have the right to protect them. Life is too short to be surrounded by people who bring you down rather than lift you up. Eliminating energy drainers from your life is not about being harsh or unforgiving. It is about making choices that prioritize your happiness, growth, and peace of mind. The more you surround yourself with positivity, the more you will thrive. Make a conscious effort to build a circle of supportive, motivated, and uplifting individuals. Choose relationships that bring out the best in you, inspire you to chase your dreams, and help you see the beauty in life. The people you keep close should be those who encourage your growth, not those who hinder it. When you remove energy drainers from your life, you free yourself to reach new heights, embrace new opportunities, and experience life with a renewed sense of passion and purpose. Dream crushers are some of the most damaging people you can have in your life. These individuals do not necessarily appear as enemies or obvious obstacles, but their influence can be incredibly destructive to your aspirations and self-belief. They are the ones who, whether intentionally or unintentionally, make you doubt your potential and push you to abandon your goals. They come in many forms: family members, friends, teachers, co-workers, or even mentors. People who should be sources of encouragement, but instead inject doubt, fear, and negativity into your ambitions. If you allow their words to take root in your mind, they can strip you of your confidence, dim your passion, and ultimately derail your journey toward success. One of the most common traits of dream crushers is their skepticism toward ambitious goals. Whenever you share a vision or express a desire to achieve something significant, they are quick to dismiss it as unrealistic or impossible. They remind you of every potential risk, every possible failure, and every obstacle that could stand in your way. Instead of helping you find solutions, they highlight the difficulties as reasons why you shouldn't even try. Their words may sound like caution or wisdom, but in reality, they are reflections of their own fears and limitations. They are not speaking from a place of knowledge or experience. They are speaking from their own insecurities. Dream crushers often struggle with their own unrealized potential. They might have once had dreams themselves, but for one reason or another allowed them to fade away. Perhaps they encountered failure and decided it was easier to give up than to push through challenges. Perhaps they listened to their own set of dream crushers and believed that success was out of reach. Whatever the reason, they now project their own failures onto others. When they see someone with ambition and determination, it forces them to confront the fact that they gave up on their own dreams. Instead of using this realization to inspire change in their own lives, they seek to bring others down to their level. If they can convince you to abandon your dreams, it validates their own choices and justifies their lack of action. Another type of dream crusher is the one who pretends to have your best interests at heart. These individuals disguise their discouragement as concern. They may say things like, "I just don't want you to get hurt," or "I'm only being realistic." While their words might seem caring on the surface, they are actually planting seeds of doubt. They make you question whether you are truly capable, whether you are making a foolish decision, whether you are setting yourself up for failure. This kind of dream crusher can be the hardest to recognize because they do not openly attack your goals. Instead, they slowly erode your confidence, making you second-guess yourself until you eventually convince yourself that they are right. Sometimes, dream crushers are driven by jealousy. They see your ambition and potential and feel threatened by it. They may fear that your success will outshine them, that your achievements will make them feel smaller in comparison. Instead of supporting you, they try to hold you back so they do not have to face their own feelings of inadequacy. They might downplay your accomplishments, mock your efforts, or try to shift your focus away from your goals. They may even pretend to support you while secretly hoping you fail, just so they can say, "I told you so." These individuals are dangerous because they disguise themselves as friends or supporters, yet their actions are driven by their own self-interest rather than genuine care for your well-being. One of the most harmful things about dream crushers is that they can make you doubt yourself to the point of inaction. When you hear enough discouraging words, you start to internalize them. You begin to wonder if they might be right, if maybe your goals are too big, if perhaps you are not good enough. This self-doubt can be paralyzing. It can cause you to hesitate when you should be taking action, to give up before you even start, to settle for less than what you are capable of achieving. The most successful people in the world did not listen to dream crushers. They ignored the voices of doubt and continued forward despite the obstacles. If they had let negativity take hold, they would have never reached the heights they did. Fake supporters are among the most deceptive and damaging people you can have in your life. Unlike outright critics or negative individuals, these people pretend to be on your side, offering encouragement and support on the surface while secretly hoping for your downfall. They smile in your face but harbor jealousy, resentment, or hidden motives. Their actions often contradict their words, making them difficult to identify until their true colors inevitably show. Fake supporters can exist in any area of life, among friends, family, colleagues, or even mentors. The damage they cause is not always immediate, but over time their presence can be just as detrimental as any open enemy. One of the most frustrating aspects of fake supporters is their ability to blend in with your true supporters. They might appear to celebrate your wins, cheer for you in public, or offer words of encouragement when you need them. However, beneath their seemingly positive exterior, there is often an underlying bitterness or insincerity. Some fake supporters only support you as long as you remain at a level where they feel comfortable. The moment you start to achieve something greater, they begin to subtly discourage you, make passive-aggressive remarks, or withdraw their support altogether. Fake supporters often struggle with their own insecurities. They may feel threatened by your ambition, fearing that your success will make them look or feel inadequate. Instead of using your progress as motivation to improve themselves, they allow jealousy to consume them. Rather than openly admitting their feelings, they disguise them under the mask of friendship or encouragement. They might downplay your accomplishments by making them seem less significant or by comparing them to someone else's. If you achieve a milestone, they might say, "That's great, but have you seen what so-and-so has done?" These small, seemingly harmless remarks are designed to make you feel like your success is never enough. Another common behavior of fake supporters is their inconsistency. When you are struggling or facing difficulties, they may act like your biggest supporters, offering words of comfort and advice. But the moment you start thriving, their energy shifts. They become distant, indifferent, or even subtly negative. You might notice that they stop celebrating your wins or start minimizing your achievements. They may claim they have been too busy to acknowledge your progress, but deep down, it is because your success challenges their own self-perception. One of the clearest signs of a fake supporter is their reaction to your setbacks. A true friend or supporter will stand by you in both good and bad times. A fake supporter, however, secretly enjoys your failures. They might not openly express their satisfaction, but you can sense it in their body language, their lack of empathy, or their subtle "I told you so" remarks. When you struggle, they may appear more engaged, offering sympathy while internally feeling validated by your challenges. They may even spread negative gossip about you under the guise of concern, subtly undermining your reputation while pretending to be on your side. Some fake supporters thrive on competition rather than collaboration. Instead of seeing your success as something to celebrate, they view it as a challenge to their own sense of worth. They may try to one-up you, turning every achievement into a silent competition. If you share good news, they immediately counter with their own accomplishments, making sure the spotlight is not solely on you. They cannot genuinely celebrate others because they are too focused on measuring their own progress against yours. These individuals struggle to be happy for you because, in their minds, your success somehow diminishes theirs. Fake supporters can also appear in the form of people who only stick around when they need something from you. They may show up when they need help, advice, or a connection, but disappear the moment they have nothing to gain. Their support is transactional rather than genuine. They are not invested in your growth or happiness. They are only interested in what you can offer them. Once they have received what they want, their interest fades, and they move on to the next person who can benefit them. Dealing with fake supporters requires both awareness and action. The first step is learning to recognize them. Pay close attention to how people react to your success, how consistent their support is, and whether their words align with their actions. Do they celebrate your achievements with genuine enthusiasm, or do they offer lukewarm congratulations? Do they support you only when it is convenient for them, or are they there for you regardless of circumstances? These small details can reveal a lot about a person's true intentions. Once you identify fake supporters, it is important to set boundaries. You do not need to confront every person who exhibits fake behavior, but you do need to protect your energy and space. Distance yourself from those who drain you or make you feel uncertain about their loyalty. There is no obligation to keep people in your life who do not genuinely support you. You deserve to surround yourself with individuals who celebrate your victories, encourage your growth, and stand by you through all seasons of life. It is also essential to shift your focus toward the people who truly uplift you. There are genuine supporters in your life, people who believe in you, want the best for you, and encourage you without hidden motives. These are the people who cheer for you not because they feel obligated to, but because they genuinely want to see you succeed. They do not view your success as a threat. Instead, they see it as something worth celebrating. The more you invest in these relationships, the less influence fake supporters will have over you. At times, it may be tempting to try and change a fake supporter, to prove to them that your success does not diminish their worth, to help them see that there is room for everyone to thrive. However, the reality is that you cannot change someone who is unwilling to change themselves. People who operate from a place of jealousy or insecurity must first confront their own issues before they can genuinely support others. It is not your responsibility to fix them. Your responsibility is to continue growing, succeeding, and becoming the best version of yourself without being weighed down by those who cannot handle your progress. Eliminating fake supporters from your life is not about seeking revenge or holding grudges. It is about protecting your peace, your energy, and your mental well-being. It is about creating a space where you can thrive without being held back by insincere people. The sooner you remove these individuals, the sooner you make room for real, supportive, and uplifting relationships. If you ever find yourself questioning whether someone is truly in your corner, trust your instincts. Pay attention to patterns rather than isolated incidents. A person's true character is revealed over time through their actions, not just their words. When someone consistently makes you feel unsure, insecure, or unappreciated, it is a sign that they do not genuinely support you. At the end of the day, your journey is yours alone. The people you surround yourself with should contribute to your growth, not hold you back with hidden negativity or passive-aggressive competition. You deserve to have a support system that inspires you, believes in you, and helps you become the best version of yourself. By letting go of fake supporters, you create space for true, meaningful connections with people who will walk alongside you with honesty, encouragement, and unwavering support. Keep pushing forward, keep striving for greatness, and keep surrounding yourself with people who genuinely want to see you succeed. The right people will never feel threatened by your growth. They will celebrate it. And when you find those people, hold on to them, because they are the ones who will help you reach heights you never imagined possible. Toxic manipulators are some of the most dangerous people you can have in your life. Unlike openly negative individuals who make their hostility clear, manipulators operate in subtle, deceptive ways that can be difficult to detect. They twist reality, play with your emotions, and influence your decisions in ways that benefit them while draining you of your confidence, independence, and energy. They can be friends, family members, co-workers, or even romantic partners. Their methods are not always obvious, but their presence is deeply destructive, leaving you feeling confused, exhausted, and trapped in a cycle of doubt and emotional turmoil. One of the most common tactics of manipulators is gaslighting. Gaslighting is a psychological strategy where they make you question your own perceptions, memory, and even sanity. They twist conversations, deny things they previously said or did, and make you feel like you are overreacting or imagining things. Over time, this causes you to doubt yourself and rely on them for clarity, giving them even more power over you. For example, if you confront them about something hurtful they did, they might respond with, "That never happened," or "You're just being too sensitive." They make you feel as if your emotions and experiences are invalid, creating a sense of insecurity that keeps you under their control. Manipulators are also skilled at guilt tripping. They use guilt as a weapon to make you feel responsible for their emotions, mistakes, or unhappiness. They may frame themselves as the victim in every situation, making you feel like you owe them something. If you try to set boundaries, they might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me?" Or, "I guess I just don't matter to you anymore." This emotional manipulation makes you feel obligated to give in to their demands, even when it goes against your best interests. Instead of respecting your choices, they make you feel guilty for having your own needs and priorities. Another classic manipulation technique is playing the hero and the villain simultaneously. A manipulator might intentionally create a problem, cause stress, or put you in a difficult situation, only to then step in and save you. They do this to make you feel indebted to them, reinforcing their control over your life. For instance, they might spread rumors about you and then comfort you when you feel upset, acting as if they are the only one who understands you. They create chaos and then pretend to be your lifeline, ensuring that you remain emotionally dependent on them. These individuals are also experts in shifting blame. No matter what goes wrong, it is never their fault. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions, and instead redirect the blame onto others, often onto you. If they hurt your feelings, they will claim you are being too sensitive. If they break a promise, they will say you misunderstood. If they make a mistake, they will accuse you of pushing them into it. Over time, this erodes your sense of confidence and self-worth, making you feel like you are always the problem when, in reality, they are the ones causing harm. Toxic manipulators also use passive aggressiveness as a tool for control. Instead of openly addressing issues, they resort to subtle jabs, sarcasm, or silent treatment to punish you. They might withhold affection, ignore you, or suddenly act cold and distant without explanation, leaving you wondering what you did wrong. This creates a sense of insecurity where you feel the need to constantly please them or earn back their approval. They condition you to feel responsible for their moods, training you to walk on eggshells around them in order to avoid their unpredictable behavior. One of the most destructive aspects of manipulators is their ability to isolate you from others. They do this by creating conflict between you and the people who genuinely care about you. They might subtly plant doubts in your mind about your friends and family, saying things like, "I don't think they really have your best interests at heart," or "they're just jealous of you." By driving a wedge between you and your support system, they make you more vulnerable and dependent on them alone. This allows them to tighten their grip on your life, making it harder for you to escape their control. Another manipulation tactic is conditional love and approval. They make their affection, kindness, and validation dependent on whether or not you do what they want. If you obey them, they shower you with praise and kindness. But the moment you assert